Hi, I'm Yaniv Mazel. Thanks for watching. Today we're going to be talking about phrasing for Maqam. So if you're enjoying these videos, please subscribe. I appreciate it. Today I'm going to give you some general guidelines or rules that I've distilled over the years. None of my teachers actually taught me this way, but I've found these things to be true time and time again when listening and analyzing to music, any Maqam-based music, be it Arabic, Turkish, Persian, Azeri, North African, even Indian raga. Basically any modal music system from the Middle East, Central Asia, and North Africa. Basically what happens in a phrase is that we establish a tonal center, any given note. The main way this is done is by symmetry. Symmetry establishes a tonal center. By symmetry I mean orbiting around the note, using the adjacent notes directly above and below it, and then finally closing in and resting on the tonal center. This creates stability. So a phrase can present one or more tonal centers in succession, one after the other. There's a kind of a slow motion counterpoint relationship happening between these tonal centers. It's kind of stretched out over time. You need to listen to the phrase from its beginning to its very end to understand the relationship between the notes. So it's kind of like a chord or a counterpoint, but stretched over a long period of time instead of simultaneous as in Western music. A single phrase rarely exceeds the limits of one Jins, except maybe for adding a single note above or below used for symmetry. Furthermore, a single Jins can be divided into two triads of 3 notes. This creates a finer level of resolution where we can focus on different musical ideas instead of running up and down the scale. So about intervals within a Jins in the context of melody. An interval of a second creates tension. So 2 notes next to each other creates continual movement. Third intervals can be used to create harmonic leaps, meaning advancing the melodies to other parts of the scale without creating a strong modulation. Phrases are grouped in a call and response or a rhyming manner, as in poetry. 2 ways this can be used is 1, to create movement by playing sequences of similar construction to navigate between different tonal centers. greater relief and stability by approaching a single tonal center with both phrases, but once from the Jins above it, or starting from it, and once from the Jins below it. At the conclusion of a section, to create even greater resolution, a qafla, or a locking phrase, can be played, and this is basically a quick summary of the previous and closing in on the tonic or current tonal center, sort of driving the final nail and grounding it.